All right, let's dive deeper into pillar number two. Pillar number two, that is centralized offers and operating models, is what made Aspen scalable. This is the part the private equity firms love, the operating chassis that makes every new location look, feel, and perform like it belongs to the same machine. If pillar number one was the foundation, pillar number two is the engine. And I'm going to walk you through the same way that Aspen actually runs it. Not theory, not guesswork, but what's publicly observable and structurally repeatable. Are you ready? Let's go. Here's the thing, you don't go from a regional chain in upstate New York to over 1,000 supported offices in 45 plus states by being good at marketing. That's not how all of this works. You scale with a system, and Aspen's system comes down to six different pieces. One unified pricing and financing framework, standardized treatment workflows, uniform case presentation and financial communications, national procurement and supplier contracts, centralized leads and peer negotiation, and a replicable playbook for opening new offices. Let's dive deeper into each of these and see how you can replicate Aspen's playbook for your dental group. Okay, so number one is unified pricing and financing framework. So the first thing Aspen did, and this is huge, they took all the chaos out of pricing and money conversations. Every Aspen location across the entire country follows one financial architecture. Let me show you exactly what this means. On their website over here, you can see that they have no location-wide financing or no location-wide offers. They have the same offer that is 20 plus off on dental services. Now, if I go here on the dentures page, and we go to the denture cost, it's the same cost because this is a central website. It's not a location-based website. On the implants page, again, we scroll down and it's the same insurance plans. It's the same membership benefits for everybody. It's the same national implant pricing templates. It's the same format, same structure, same messaging, local variation only in the fine prints. That's where customization is required. And even for that, for the customized plans, they have a blueprint to follow the discounts, the offers, and how to present treatment and financing options. This is not random. It's designed to create one financial story across the entire brand. Then again, when it comes to their membership programs, as you saw on their website, they have a single membership chases that is 49. If it says $49 a year, then it's for everybody. They have standardized national benefits. And these benefits and membership plans are powered by Clary, which is scaled across 1,000 plus practices and 200,000 plus uninsured patients. That's not a plan, that's an infrastructure, that's an engine at play. Then Aspen really differentiates at the financial stack. So they don't let each office pick randomly the lenders that they're using. They use a curated corporate level menu. They have American First Finance that does not require any credit. They have Afterpay. They have HFD proceed style lenders, for example, who give installment financing. They have Aspen Dental Savings Plan, which is no insurance alternative for the patients. And they're bold enough to say it on their website that 99% of patient applications get approved, which means that the financing architecture is as standardized as the pricing architecture. Now, if you look at it, why this matters to private equity firms is because it leads to a predictable revenue per patient. There's no ad hoc discounts destroying margins. If you want to scale your dental group, then your financing cannot live at the front desk. It has to be governed like a corporate entity at the head office level. Which is what going to ensure that you're getting predictable revenue per patient, you're getting standardized discounting, you're getting consistent account receivable behavior, you're getting measurable attach rates on your membership and financing plans, and you're getting standardized case acceptance so that there's no ad hoc discounts destroying your margin. This is what private equity values, and this is gold for them. Next, when we talk about the workflows, this is where Aspen goes really heavy on tech, and this is where most mid-sized groups fall apart. So across job postings, across their training pages, across their recruitment materials, Aspen pushes one scanner, that is three shape trios. Why does this matter? Because one scanner means one digital record standard, one file format, one lab workflow, one training curriculum, and one scanning protocol, which means there's less variability and less friction. And then the next one is Denti.ai. Denti.ai, the voice-activated period charting, is probably Aspen's smartest move. They rolled out the digital dental assistant powered by Denti.ai across hundreds of clinics. The hygienist just peek the numbers of the course. The AI charts it automatically. And what that means is that there's fewer charting errors, there are fewer faster hygiene visits, there's standard documentation, there's consistent perio workflows, and there's a structured data set. Most DSOs just talk about AI. Aspen actually deployed it. The secret trifecta is the MyLab Connect, which is the one national digital lab pipeline. They use SprintRay for national 3D printing ecosystem, and they use the Strawman Group for anything and everything related to implants, including implants, CAD, CAM, and also trainings. This is massive because they've essentially replaced 800 offices and 800 different lab relationships with just 800 offices using one digital pipeline, one set of protocols, one implant system, one 3D printing system. So the clinical chaos has led to clinical consistency, which eventually leads to repeatability, scalability, and a better margin. They also use Moto aligners for digital ortho workflow. Moto isn't just aligners, it's a corporate defined aligner ecosystem, which uses digital scans. They have AI supported tooth movement tracking. They have standardized treatment protocols. They have centralized monitoring. And this is a template basically for them, and it's not a tool. And it helps across every office that comes under the tag flagship. What this means for operators of multi-location dental groups, when workflows are standardized, the onboarding becomes much faster, the doctor performance becomes predictable, your clinical quality is easier to monitor, and your EBITDA stops swinging from provider to provider. That's the dream for private equity firms, and that's the dream for multi-location owners who are looking to build their valuation. So one thing that we do not see is the internal scripts, but we do see breadcrumbs. For example, they have consistent pricing templates. They have identical financial messages. They have identical membership narratives. They have identical implant explanations, identical no hidden fee messages across all the platforms. And this is not random. This is when you read their financial pages, your denture page, your implant page, and their membership pages. They use the same words everywhere, and it's consistent. It's a single platform that uses the same language. That tells you that their chair-side scripting, their marketing messaging, and their financial conversations are all aligned, which drives higher case acceptance. They build a brand around it. They promote transparency, accessibility, and affordability, and they have built their messaging around it. They have predictable conversion rates. They have fewer collection issues. They have consistent AR behaviors. They have more predictable EBITDA. Another smart move made by Aspen is that they negotiate supplier contracts at the group level. So when you have when you deploy economies of scale, your cost of goods sold shrinks and your volume grows. Now let's talk about the supply chain. They have enterprise level contracts with Strawman Group, SprintRay, MyLab Connect, Philips Sonicare, and Vardis, with Clary and with Denti.ai. These are not vendors, they are partners, which gives Aspen the volume pricing. They standardize SKUs, predictable inventory levels, unified training, lower cost of goods, and fewer operational surprises. And at scale, that means pure margin. Another thing is the land lease negotiations. And although there's not much to speculate, but here's what's visible across the different public platforms. The Aspen Group handles the real estate plus facilities across 1,100 plus offices. Many Aspen practices sit on the corporate backed triple-N leases, and the payer participation is consistent across every network. So ADMI defines positioning and membership financing pathways, which means their rent to revenue ratios can be standardized, their payer mix can be managed centrally, and their participation decisions are made strategically. And the EBITDA is not left to the individual offices, it's centralized as a group. The last and most important part is the replicable opening and onboarding playbook. So this is where Aspen's scale becomes obvious. Every time they move a new office, it's not a project, it's a deployment, because the playbook is already written. They have standard scanner, they have standard 3D printers, they have standard implant ecosystems, they have standard lab integrations, they have standard training modules, they have standard financing, membership plans, hiring paths, scripts, KPIs. That is why Aspen can open multiple offices every month in different locations and different states, because the system is repeatable. It's already in place, it's already proven. All they have to do is just deploy it across a new location. So here's the big takeaway. This pillar, your standardized systems of offers and operating models, is where the valuation is built for private equity firm. And this is what private equity firms are actually buying. Because when your group has one pricing financing system, one clinical workflow stack, one case presentation narrative, one supplier ecosystem, one centralized state, real estate and peer strategy, one new location playbook, your EBITDA becomes both predictable, repeatable, and scalable. That's what turns a group of dental practices into a platform of companies. And platforms don't get 5 times EBITDA, they get 10, 20 times, sometimes even more multiples. Because investors can model out future payments with confidence. Centralized patient intake and scheduling is what made Aspen consistent, and standardized systems, offers, and financing models is what made Aspen unstoppable. And if you build this out in your group, you're not just scaling locations, you're scaling valuation.